This is football breaking news. Daniel Jones got cut by the New York Giants. And my reaction is, how did he keep a job for as long as he did? He sucked. And I heard the word was DeVito was taking over and Drew Luck was going to move to number two. So they're going to have him as third string. They were considering making him a safety. They were done with him. Why was he still starting? Did you think he was going to morph into Eli Manning like if he ever got to the playoffs again? He dropped stinkers after stinkers. He turned the ball over a whole lot. The Giants ought to be ashamed of themselves. They wanted, they picked they picked him over Saquon Barkley. So obviously you know that they don't know what they're doing because Saquon Barkley is in MVP considerations, maybe arguably, and the Philadelphia Eagles are in first place, and you went to a rival team, and the Giants don't think with common sense or logic, for starters. Daniel Jones was a disaster. I mean, third tier, and there's maybe four tiers. Four tier means you're a clipboard holder on the sidelines, and you keep a hood on your head, and you don't come out unless, of course, you have what happened to the 49ers against the Eagles in the NFC Championship game a few years ago when you're down to your punter as your quarterback. It's the only way he sees the field again. We're talking about super garbage duty. Well, you're about 20 points in 3 minutes to go, and they just tell you to run the ball on the height. They don't even let you come back. He had countless chances. He got blew out left and right. He had one out of body game this year against Seattle, which they won. But he had games where he was disastrous. Had he beaten Dallas this year, perhaps he may have gotten to come back. He had a couple episodes, and he's always one of those guys that was frustrating, just didn't deliver. Frustrating. And all the moments of being a bum. I mean, really. Never saw the hype with him. Um, I still remember that game against Philly where he ran that long run and lost the ball. It's always was something with him that it just was off. No one's gonna pick him over that contract. He's one of those guys, though, somebody will give him a job. He probably end up in Carolina. If you could think of the most garbage teams, Jacksonville, Carolina, come on, give me another garbage team that stinks. He'll be a good fit there. Don't be surprised if Tampa Bay starts to stink with old faker Baker Mayfield. Daniel Jones could probably give Baker a run for the job. There's about 5 or 6 teams that will give that turkey the time of day, and they know he sucks. If you're not in Buffalo and you got those two other teams in New York State at a quarterback between Jones and Aaron Rodgers, you ain't got a quarterback. You're embarrassing. And he's taking money. And why did they pick him over Saquon? I will never understand it. You know, I don't get it. I didn't get it unless he had videotape on somebody. Because I couldn't see how he still was keeping the job. I mean, he was pitiful. And if the Giants coach loses his gig, it's because you stuck with him too long. I don't even want to say his name because you don't even want to be known if that's the best you can get at quarterback. That was embarrassing. So Daniel Jones asked to get cut. I don't think they had a problem with cutting him. I don't think they had a problem with cutting him. They got egg on their face. They really made a bad mistake and they went with him far too long. And they need to be mentally evaluated when you kept him over Saquon Barkley. I'm sorry. There's something wrong with you mentally. This was a no-brainer. Daniel Jones is one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. And I've been watching football for a long time. This guy sucks. It's that bad and that brutal. That bad, that brutal. And you knew what was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen because there are teams who look at playing them and they said, well, we're going to win by 20. So we got 20 people. We got him. We got this. They called the bookies up when Daniel Jones was coming to town because they knew that was a dude. So we'll see what happens to him. He played far too long with the Giants. Too embarrassing. That's like a what took y'all so long? Like 2 years too late? Yeah. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shit if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay real, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.